Hello, my name is Dary, and I'm going to try to guide you through this little piece I wrote called Dary's Din. It's kind of in honor of the Irish contingent in Lake County, Oregon, where I live. If you don't have this music, you should Google Randy Dary Music, RandyDaryMusic, and my website should come up, and when you get to that, over on the left it says ukulele, and you click on that, and probably the first tune on the top, at least at this point, is it says Dary's Din. I think it says revised or something, black and white, B&W, something like that. I think I'll start at the beginning now, assuming that you have that. I'm also going to assume that at this point you have learned something about reading tablature for ukulele, and if you haven't, you might want to leave this and go and find an introduction to tablature. I'm going to try to make one, but for right now I'm going to just work with what I have here. If you're looking at the Dary's Din sheet now, it's written on there in two different ways. It's written in tablature on top, and underneath that is the regular treble clef music staff. So those of you who read music can kind of check things. And also, when we get down into the first part of the piece, the A part of the piece, the fingerings, which fingers you should use in your left hand, are written by the notes. But the numbers on the tablature always refer to the frets on which you play. So, we'll begin. The very first thing is a drone, and it has an O on the top line and an O on the bottom. I'm sorry, an O on the second line. So that's the top string, meaning the highest sounding string. That one and that one. Top two strings. And so what you do is you just pluck those. You can use your two fingers to pluck them with. Pluck upwards. If you have a tenor uke with a low G string, like this one, then that's what the bottom line, the G line on the tablature, you can use that note, the second fret note, so then you can play three strings on your drone. So you pluck the fourth string with your thumb and pluck the other two as we just did. That's about as fast as we're going to try to work up to eventually. Sorry, I was distracted here by making a video of myself trying to see that I'm showing you everything I should. Okay, so now let's start into the A part. This song is in 6/8 time, and it's we take it in 2 beats per measure, two big beats. So the general feeling of this song is 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, and sometimes you have a rhythm that's 1, let 2, let 1, let 2, sometimes combinations. So we're just going to start right at the A section. That's the second line of the tablature, or second line of the music. And the very first triplet that you have. These triplets are divided up into a group of 2 and then 1. So as you can see, the first frets that you're supposed to play are 4 and then 2. And if you look down at the music notes, you'll see that the numbers under them are 3 and 1. That may be a little confusing, but what it means is there's also a Roman numeral 2 up above the music. That is classical guitar mark for second position, which means position always means where your first finger is. So your first finger in this song is going to start out on the 2nd fret. That would put your third finger on the 4th fret. And this is all on the first string, the one farthest away from your face. So now, how to play those two notes? Well, it's pretty easy. You pluck. I'm just going to pluck with my thumb on the right hand. And this is what some guitar players, folk guitar players, I guess, it's going to be what they call a pull-off. It's a slur. So we're going to pluck the string with our fourth finger on it, and then pull it off to, with our third finger on it, on the fourth fret, and then pull it off to the first finger. So it works like this. Let's see if I can get close here. I have to figure out where I am. So you pluck and pull. Can you hear it's a little different? You're plucking the string with the finger that you're pulling off. Okay? So you do that, and then you play the open string. So pluck, pull, open. So the fingers you're fingering with are 3, 1, 0. Kind of sounds like Figaro, Figaro. The next three notes are second fret, second string, second fret, open, second fret. And the same thing, you pluck and pull and then go back to the next note. The finger you're using there is 1, because remember we're in second position. So far we have, on the first string, we have the first finger at the first fret, first finger at the second fret, and third finger at the fourth fret. Okay, so this is the first string, first set of notes again. 3, pull off to 1, open, second string, first finger on the second fret, pluck, pull, and go back to the first finger. Now we're on the next measure. It goes kind of backwards. You pluck the open string and then you put your first finger down on the second fret. You have to do it kind of quickly. Hear that? You have to hammer it down, hammer on. There's pull-offs and hammer-ons. So we're in the second measure. We're on O, 2, and then third finger on the fourth fret, and then first finger on the second, and open. So the rhythm on these, 9, 10, 11 notes that we've played is 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 let. So here it is about that speed. The next measure is almost the same as the first. You started off the same. Fourth fret, that's third finger. Pull off to the second fret, first finger. Open. Now on the second string, it's first finger on the second fret. Then we hammer on to the fourth fret with our third finger. And we go on that string and play the fifth fret note with our little finger. So I'll do those last three notes again, the ones on the second string. First finger is on the second fret, remember. So it's 1 hammer 4, 1 hammer 3, 4. So that measure is first string, and I'm going to say finger numbers now. Hopefully you have your third finger in the fourth fret, first finger in the second fret. So it's 3, 1, 0, next string, 1, 3, 4, and now we're to the last measure of that line. It's back to the first string, first finger, 1, hammer on with 3, back to 1, and the open string. So, putting all that together on that line, it's if it would help you, you could play that just plucking each of the notes. You wouldn't have to do the pull-offs and hammer-ons. You could just do that. Now some of you, as you go along here, you might have thought, well, why am I playing the 2nd string 5th fret when that's the same as the open 1st string? The reason is that it just continues the line of notes on that string. So that's the first part of this song. I will deal with the last part, the B part, in another video.